Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Purest, a master tier jungle main who does coaching as well for, well, of course, jungle mains. And if you are interested in coaching, then definitely join my Discord server so you can read feedbacks on my coaching sessions as well, how I helped many people from getting out of iron and reaching diamond for the first time, or getting out of diamond as well and reaching masters, and hopefully I will be reaching grandmaster this year. Well, let's hope and let's pray. But as you already know, probably the LP gains are messed up this season and grandmaster is like at 1k LP, which is crazy. But recently I was playing Nocturne jungle because one time I was like, hey, Nocturne is really good this game, so let's try this guy. And well, I logged in Nocturne. And then something clicked. What if I build the new item called Fiend Hunter Bolts on Nocturne? Because people have been abusing it on other melee champions already. So I was like, hey, Nocturne loves ability haste. And loves ultimate haste, loves attack speed as well. So why not just get the item for him? And let's just say since then I'm abusing the hell out of Nocturne. I have like 20 games on him and a roughly 80% win rate. So you can imagine, this shit is broken. So what is our game plan as Nocturne and how you can play Nocturne to have a similar win rate or even better in the lower ranks than I have right now? Really standard so far. We are starting on Raptors, into Krugs, into Red Buff, and we're doing this just to sequence our camps, just to have these camps respawn faster, just so we are getting our level 6 faster as well. Of course, if you have to, or if you don't want to do this, you can start on your Red Buff. It's totally fine to delay your Krugs and Raptors a little bit. It's not that big of a deal, but it's really nice. We are doing the same thing here. Wolves into Gromp, then into Blue Buff. Really simple so far. The nice thing about this clear is that after you get the scuttle, if you only get one scuttle, it's totally fine. By the time you get one scuttle, you can walk all the way back to your camp and you will be able to guarantee Tiamat for yourself every single time. We have mid prio, unfortunately Zed moves sooner, but it's totally fine. We have bot prio as well, and we are Nocturne. Level 4 Nocturne is super scary. He can take on a lot of 1v1s early on. He's super strong. Yes, he's a farming jungler, but at level 4 he's super scary. And you will be able to win most 1v1s with enemy jungler. Doesn't matter if it's a Lee Sin, if it's a Jarvan, you will be super strong. And as you can see, we took double grab, which, well, is not guaranteed every game, but even if you are able to get only one grab, let's say you do this path every game, which, by the way, is totally fine to do this in the lower ranks, to do this path every game, because we are focusing to get level 6 as soon as possible. We don't care about strong side, weak side, don't overcomplicate it. We are playing a straightforward champion and we want to play him in a straightforward way. We don't want to overcomplicate things. It will be really simple gameplay which you can replicate every single game. So you can start Raptors every game, into Krugs, into Red, and into Wolves, into Gromp, into Blue, into Scuttle. If you have to give up the Scuttle, it's totally fine. Move to the other side of the map and look to get Scuttle. Look to cross mid in order to create prio. Just drop a Q on the wave, make sure not to try to last hit the minions because your mid laner might get upset. If you can gank the mid laner, it's really nice, you can chunk them, you don't have to look for a kill, you are looking to chunk them just to have prio. It doesn't matter if your laner is dumb enough, if you will be playing in lower ranks and your laner won't know what to do with the prio, it's totally fine. just by forcing the enemy laner to fall back into under their tower, you will have enough pressure. You just made enough pressure for yourself to at least secure one scuttle. And especially because you have smite. If you lose the bot scuttle, let's assume you just lost it because the enemy jungler won the smite fight perhaps, or you had to give up, there is no way that you will lose the other scuttle as well. So your game plan so far for the first 3 minutes is this simple. Look to full clear, get one scuttle if you can. If not, then well, sucks, happens sometimes, but that happens rarely because you are so strong early on. You will be able to contest scuttle most of the time. And after you secure the scuttle, your raptors and krugs actually respond. And after getting your raptors and krugs, you will be able to guarantee yourself Tiamat every single time, which is massive, which is super good. This is the most perfect recall you can have on someone like Nocturne. And in this scenario, you have two options. Let's look at top lane, which is really low. Your Ryze will look to recall soon because he has no mana. And he will have a decent buy at around 1000 gold. If in this scenario, your side lane is not gankable, it can be top, it can be bot. Of course, it depends on which side of the map you play. But we are on red side this time, so if top lane is gankable, go for a top lane gank. If not, just fall back into your jungle, get your raptors, get your krugs, and then you will be able to get your Tiamat first recall, which is perfect. If there is a gank opportunity, just show up and gank the lane. In this scenario, I would say top is gankable, and if Ryze is crushing this wave, you can actually kill this cannon. And I'm sure this Nocturne is looking for that. But you don't have to force this play at all. It's totally fine if you are not doing it in the lower ranks. I think I mentioned this. This is around 800 LP. So it's masters around GM depending on the region. This is Korea VOD. So this is a Korean VOD. So yeah, you get the idea. You look to spell shield, look to E, look to guarantee E, get the movement speed, and now you are able to recall. The only problem with this play is that Jarvan is actually doing it, which is really nice. In your games, probably this won't happen, but the problem with this play was that, okay, you got a guaranteed kill, which is for sure worth it, even if you lose your raptors. But in the high ranks, there is a chance that you will lose your raptors for doing this gank instead of getting your camps again and then recall for your teammate. But even if you lose your raptors, it's still fine, because once again, like when we wanted to cross mid lane to get the top scatter, to secure the priority, to secure the top scatter as well, we can do the same thing, but now to get these raptors. Because, well, he took our raptors. So I hope he will look to cross map, and I hope that he will look to invade this guy because he lost his raptors. So with basic jungle betting, we now know that okay, Nocturne lost his raptors to this Jarvan, and because of that we are stealing his raptors, and we are even. As you can see, Jarvan, a really good early game jungler, and he is not able to do anything to us because we are just that strong. Maybe this is too risky at this point, so if you just have to, just get out. Don't look for any fight. But generally speaking, like I said, you are super strong, and if you are able to chunk the enemy jungler, you will most likely be able to make a free happen bot side, or like a 3v2, which you should win, generally speaking. But if your bot laner is chunked and you want to go for the Raptors and your bot laner or like top laner is under the tower and they are stuck there, then don't go for the Graus because it will be super risky and you will actually might give them a free kill, might give the enemy team a free kill. So after that, we went to our Gromp, and a very important thing about Nocturne is that as soon as possible, you reach level 6, you want to make a play on the map, because you don't want to sit on your ult and just AFK farm. Yes, we are playing to get our ult, but as soon as we have ult, without forcing too risky plays and without making an int play, you want to look for a good gank opportunity. The problem with Nocturne, or I mean the thing that people mess up with Nocturne, is that as soon as they have ult, they gonna force plays, and generally speaking, they will force the bad plays. You want to guarantee a kill with your ult. Because the thing is with Nocturne, if you get a kill with your first ult, you will be able to snowball pretty much every single game. But if you just wasted your ult, you didn't get a kill, or perhaps worst case scenario, you even died, you will fall so behind. It's insane. And from that point, you will be pretty much an useless champion and it will be super hard to come back. Because after all, you don't have the best tools to gank lane. You can fight, but generally speaking, you will need your ultimate. But your ultimate has a long cooldown. So now we see that bot lane is fighting. That's the closest lane after our Gromp. So we get the kill there. Really, really nice. And now people look at the pings. Nocturne is pinging topside. Nocturne is pinging for help. A lot of junglers would go for this dragon, which is a massive, massive mistake. You don't want to do that because, generally speaking, as a jungler, your ideal plan is to get your weak side camps, in which case, in this time, it's topside because we made a play on bot. So generally speaking, we want to clear out topside camps, make a play on bot lane, and deny any counterplay for the enemy jungler. But since our topside camps are just spawning, and Jarvan knows this for a fact, because well, he's a pretty high low jungler as well, he will look to punish us. So if you are going for this Drake, you will fall behind super hard. You will be at least one level behind for the rest of the game, which you don't want. But yes, your team might ping in this scenario to get Drake or whatever. Don't listen to their bait. You will be behind super hard. You will fall behind super badly if you go for that dragon. And as you can see, Jarvan even managed to stall our Raptors. But remember, we are super strong. Our top laner is super strong, our mid laner is super strong, we have Pryos, so we can actually punish the enemy jungler and get into his jungle. Yes, I told you that Nocturne can't really gank without ult, and yeah, that's true. But we can actually fight because we are super strong after all. Like I said, at level 4, Nocturne is super scary, even at level 6. Like, during the first 15 minutes, Nocturne is super scary and he can beat most champions in a 1v1. And Jarvan is not an exception to that. We can fight Jarvan and we can destroy him anytime. Of course, most likely he will look to EQ away, but he took our Raptors and we took his red buff. In the meantime, our top lane got a solo kill. Very, very nice. So we can check on the wolves just to get the timer, and then we can get the Gromp as well. In the meantime, we can look on what's going on mid lane, but we generally speaking don't really want to rotate to that play because that play is already over and we want to punish this Jarvan. If the play still continues, then of course clean it up. And now, after punishing Jarvan, getting his topside camps, Void Grabs just spawn, so look to get Void Grabs, and then after that we can recall to get our first item. If you want to climb fast in this season, or like in any season as a jungler, you have to abuse power spikes. As soon as you get your item spike, don't overstay on the map, don't farm your camps, just recall, get your item, and then make sure you look for a play. Here, we see a free kill on top, get a kill, we got our ult back, which is also very important to not sit on your ult as Nocturne, like I said, because, well, it almost has a 2-minute long cooldown. Now, I mean, generally speaking, you would want to recall, but this was a free kill opportunity on top lane, right? So we want to get that and want to secure it. Why would we ignore it? But that's a specific scenario when a free kill just shows up. Generally speaking though, you don't want to overstay on the map when you have a lot of gold and you can get your item, because you want to get that item as soon as possible. And also very important thing is to scatter as often as possible. Sometimes you have to give up, but if you don't have to, then make sure you actually secure it. And Jarvan in the meantime did a very good job. He took Dragon because we showed up on top and killed the cannon. But it's totally fine. We lose a Dragon, whatever. If we are able to snowball, then this game won't get to soul point anyways. And as long as we can deny soul point by stealing 1 or 2 drakes, it's totally fine. Yes, soul wincon is really good this season, and it's almost guaranteed win all the time, but sometimes we are not able to play for soul, which is also fine and just sometimes happens. So you don't have to focus too hard on the soul. You have to focus on your own gameplay and just play for the soul if you can. If you can't, then it's totally fine, but then look to deny without tunnel visioning too hard on the drakes. Like, don't think just because you want to really deny a drake. But now we just fall back into our jungle, because at this point we are just looking to get our ult back, which is on a 4-second cooldown, so we can look for a potential play on mid lane. In the meantime, we can assume that our bot side is gone because Jarvan didn't show in a while. So we are looking to get his camps as well and pretty much just trade, because trading camps is fine. Losing camps is not fine, obviously. But as long as Jarvan gets as many camps as we do, then we are just fine. We are happy. If he's taking our blue side while we are able to take his blue side, then it's like he did nothing. We didn't fall behind, he didn't get the lead. Yes, it's not ideal, it's not the best thing that he's able to farm our camps and we have to trade for his own camps, but it just happens. And if that happens, then fine, at least we trade. In the meantime, cannon flashed and we got another free kill with our ult. And this is Masters, by the way, 800-ish LP, like I said. So you will see these opportunities a lot. And I mean a lot. Like, I don't think I had less than 12 kills in any of my games as Nocturne. Simply because people just push side lanes really badly and they are alone and you are one-shotting people. Especially when you get Pint Hunter bots. So now we don't have wood. We are looking to farm our jungle camp and we are looking to recall when we have to. If you have a lot of gold, look to recall, be as strong as possible. And after that, we are looking for plays, generally speaking. But if there's nothing happens, but if there's nothing to do, then we are just farming and getting our item, because we want to get to Flint Hunter boards as soon as possible. That will help us massively and will have an around 50-second ult cooldown, which is crazy. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Now we soon gonna have ult as well once again, so we are looking for another play. While our ult is on cooldown, of course, we are looking to farm. And we want to play with our strongest members, of course. Bot is pretty even, top is super ahead, we are super ahead, and mid is even as well. So if our Rise or whatever champion is making a play on the map, we want to be around, and that will let us play for enemy jungle camps and let us play for kills as well. No, that's simple. Of course, that Ezreal wasn't full HP, but he has no counterplay really. Like, if you just Q mid-air while ulting and then press right breaker and then press your E, they won't escape. Not even Ezreal is able to escape you. And you will be able to just kill them. Okay, that flashed as well. Nice. That's what we are doing. That's what we should do. Well, of course, this fight is pretty much over, so we should fall back into our jungle and get our camps, because we don't have wood. So we are looking to farm, looking to be efficient, and looking to get our Fiend Hunter boys. These raptors are spawning as well. Drake will spawn soon, and for Drake we will have wood as well, so it's really nice. And this is what I'm saying, we will be able to deny Drake if this fight goes well. But it looks like this fight actually doesn't go too well. But we are super strong, you can flash if you have to. Even Zed showed up, so it's fine. It's unfortunate, but just get out and look to get your item. We unfortunately tried to get this Drake, tried to contest it, but we have to give up because someone got caught in our team. Honestly, I would say that it would have been fine to farm your jungle and get your bottom side instead of recalling. It could have been risky, but if you go to your wolves, then most likely you would have been fine. And now we have our rules, so we are looking for a play. Just because with that farm, I think we would have been able to get Fiend Hunter boss, which, like I said, is a really important spike. And then we could have made a play on the map with our completed item. Denying Scuttle, really nice. When you have camps up and there's a Scuttle as well, look to get the Scuttle and then fall back into your jungle. Basically, you want to take a risk first and then fall back into your own jungle. This is how you generally want to play and how you should play. You take some risk and then reward yourself with your own camps. Generally speaking, it's not about taking risk, it's about making a play and then rewarding yourself after the good play. Hopefully it was a good play. Then you can reward yourself. And there's a free kill on mid. It looks like we are looking for Jarvan, which is, in my opinion, is not that great of a play. Yeah, we even end up dying. So in this position, Ezreal is dead. Our mid lane, our bot lane is pushing mid. Rise is under the enemy tower. This tower is still up. Diana is in the river and we are in this position. Yes, we are stronger than Jarvan, but we can't 1v2, not just yet. So what I'm saying is, go for Karma here, don't go for enemy jungler, even though I understand the thought process that okay, I want to deny enemy jungle camp and perhaps even punish him, but my team cannot follow. Yes, you are Nocturne, and yes, you can go really deeply, and yes, you can, generally speaking, get a lot of kills while ulting the backline. But that's the thing, you don't want to go too deep, because if you do that, you will most of the time just give the enemy team kills, which you want to avoid. You are pretty much like an assassin, but you don't have to die for no reason. So in this scenario, your Ryze cannot follow you, your Diana cannot follow you, and Zed is around. So the play he should have done was to go mid, ult this Karma, kill this Karma, help your bot lane crash this wave, they can reset, and then you can actually look to get enemy topside jungle camps, and then you can look to secure this Herald, or even potentially look to kill this cannon. So, because at this point, your Soroka has no HP, your AD carry has no HP and has no mana. They want to reset. But by securing this kill on Karma, you help your bot lane get one plate perhaps, and then they can look to reset. And then by the time you get the wolves, you get the Gromp as well, your bot lane is able to reset and help you get the Herald. In the meantime, your Ryze, your strongest member, can keep pressuring on the map, especially since Diana is coming as well. And if the enemy team shows up as like two members shows up, then the Herald is free, because at least two members showed up on bot lane to kill your Ryze. And if Ryze is smart, he won't die. So you always want to get something from the pressure of your strongest member, if your strongest member is putting some pressure on the map, because unfortunately now they are late to this play and it's not their fault. You might say it's their fault and you might start pinging Ryzewood, but no, it's not their fault. You went too deep. It's your fault. You messed up. And now you have pinned 100 boys. Crazy stats, as I said. 45% attack speed, 25% critical strike, and 4% movement speed. But even on top of that, the most important part is the 30 ultimate ability haste. This is super massive. And after casting your ultimate, your next 3 basic attack speed in 8 seconds gain 15%, 50% attack speed. It's massive, a really huge amount of damage. It's super good. Look, 73 seconds, level 11 Nocturne. Let's see before the item. Let's go back. Okay, he just died, so I cannot select him. Look, sorry, wood. Basically, we just saved 16 seconds on our wood. Pretty much 17 seconds on our wood with just that item. So it's actually crazy. And now, of course, we unfortunately died. But this game will be pretty much over, as I can see. That was pretty much a mistake, and well, we ended up dying because of that mistake. And now we are looking to farm our camps once again, because we have no wood. We are waiting for wood, we are waiting for our teammates to reset if they have to, and then contest the Rift Herald. Now we have 2 items, now our team is able to follow, so now we are able to go as deep as we have to, and then secure the Rift Herald. If you want to win games and if you want to snowball, you pretty much have to always reward yourself with something. Getting kills, it's not enough. And the enemy team decided to FF because they have no top laner, jungle is pretty much over. It is even, bot lane is even, so, well, it's Korea, so people are not looking to be stuck in games like these, despite that the gold lead is not even being that big of a deal. Like, 4k gold lead is basically nothing. People have been throwing 10k gold leads especially this season, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, this is how you can snowball with this Wind Hunter Boss Nocturne build, and just pretty much guarantee yourself that you are able to wood pretty much every minute, which is just crazy and super good, because you will have wood for every objective. You will be able to wood like 3-4 times before every objective, or like between every objective, which is massive and a lot of pressure, considering how good Nocturne is, or how good his ultimate is. And after this, after this item, you get Wind Hunter Bolts. I like to go Guardian Angel, generally speaking, because, well, you will dive deep, and having that second chance is really, really nice. But if you can't delay your Guardian Angel, let's say you want to go 5th item or like 4th item Guardian Angel, then you can do that as well. And for your 3rd item, if the team is heavily crit focus, then you can buy Randuins instead of Guardian Angel. So you can go like Randuins into Guardian Angel, or if you need magic resist, you can go Maw of Malmosius, you can go Otter. Armor items as well, or magic resist items as well, or you can go even for more damage. The dance is a really great item as well. So it's pretty much up to you. You have a lot of item diversity with this champion. Like I said, by Randuin Soulman, by the dance, by Guardian Angel, by Mav, Force of Nature, even Spirit Visage can work, or something like Abyssal Mask. If you want to be even more utility, you can buy Black Cleaver if your team is heavy AD and you want to have them with armor pen even more than buy Black Cleaver. If you need anti-heal, of course, you can buy Executioner, you can buy Mortar Reminder as well even, and I would say it has a really good synergy with Wind Hunter Boss, but you can also go items like Chainsword as well, the other item, the other anti-heal item with Executioner. So it's up to you. This is how you can snowball with Nocturne jungle in Season 16, and this is how you should be able to win games with Nocturne in Season 16. Because we are talking about Kha'Zix, we are talking about all these meta champions, how to abuse them, like Mundo, Diego, you name it. But the thing is, no one is talking about Nocturne. We are talking about like Diana Jungle as well, but no one is talking about Nocturne. And the fun fact is, Nocturne is actually a really good pick into these champions. Like imagine Diana is ulting into you. What is she gonna do? You're just gonna block her ult, her main, not saying main damage, but a lot of her damage with your spell shield. It's really easy to block Diana's ult with your spell shield. It's really straightforward, so you can do that easily. What is Jarvan gonna do into you? Nothing. You are farming faster than him, you can make more pressure than him pretty much. You can match him in terms of fighting, you can match him in terms of ganking, in terms of farming, in pretty much everything. Yes, he has better ganks, yes, he's more utility than you are, but you are most of the time able to match him. You will be able to outfarm him and outscale him, despite none of them being that great at scaling. But yeah, you can match Diana as well. Like Diana Jungle, yes, she's still super good, but she's kind of weak against you. And everyone is talking about these champions while forgetting about Nocturne being a champion who actually exists. And if you are looking for the rooms, Standard, Conqueror, Room Page, Conqueror, Triumph, Electricity, and Last Stand, You can take Sixth Sense, I like to take Sudden Impact and Ultimate Hunter, of course, because that will help you as well. I'm thinking about Halo Blade's Nocturne as well, and taking Inspiration second, just to save a little bit on boots, or like buying cashback, or like having cashback maybe, but for that probably we have 2 cheap items. So yeah, this was my guide. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and join my Discord server for paid and play coaching as well. And see you all in my next video. Until then, peace.